Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I am Reiska. So in here I would like to tell you our learning today is about recount text. Okay, without any further ado, let's press next. Okay, in this part we will discuss about what is recount text and the generic structure, and then we will discuss about the characteristic of the recount text, and also at the end of our learning we have a listening test. Okay, next. So what is recount text? Have you heard about recount text before? So, recount text is a text that telling the reader about one story, action, or activity. So the purpose is to entertaining or informing to the reader. Or, for the simple is a text which retells events or experience in the past. After that, we have a generic structure of recount text. So the first we have orientation. In orientation, it gives the readers the background information needed to understand the text, such as who has involved, or it happened, and when it happened. And then we have events. That is a series of events that order in a chronological sequence. And last, we have reorientation, or we can say that a personal comment about the events or what happened in the end. Okay, just next. The characteristic of the recount text. So the first is using the simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Second is using temporal sequence like Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday, and many more. Third is focus on specific participants like the writer. And last is using the conjunctions such as then, before, after, and we also using the action verb like when, stay, and the others. Okay, we will come to the next part is listening test. Next, listening section. Part A. Listen very carefully for questions 1, 2, 3.
I usually woke up at 8 a.m. and went to the press center to check the daily schedule of briefings and press conferences, usually held by the United Nations officials or disaster mitigation team chief. Al-Wishiha. It was challenging to visit different refugee camps to find soft stories, human interest stories. Then, I went back to the press center in between to cover the press conferences of the day. It was heartbreaking when I saw these survivors fight for food and second-hand clothing, which they said were limited and inadequate. Emerging to a glaring, full noon, it was time to go back to the press center to write stories and race against time. Always fearing that the internet connection would come crashing down. And after everything was done, only then I remembered to eat. Most times, I only ate once a day because you always had to rush and it was difficult to find food. You had to travel quite far, about a 30 to 45-minute trip by car to find fresh food.
Directions. Choose the best answer between A, B, C, an E in a piece of paper. Listening section, Part B. Directions. Listen the audio very carefully and then fill the blank space. Ryan, my roommate, and I had a great weekend. Last Saturday we got up early and had a big breakfast. Then we took the bus to go downtown and went to an art museum. The museum opened at 9 o'clock and we stayed there all morning. We saw some beautiful paintings. We had a guide who explained everything to us. I liked the art, but Ryan didn't like the modern art very much. I bought copies of 2 paintings. I'm going out to put them on the wall of my bedroom. At 1 o'clock, we were hungry, so we had lunch at the museum cafeteria. After lunch, we took a walk in the park near the museum. We went at 5 o'clock. We were very tired, but we had a good time. On Sunday, we stayed home and studied. Okay, we come to the end of our learning. Check your answer from the part A and B. How many you got? If it is more than 9, it means it's good for you. And don't worry for the one who less from 9. Keep practicing at home. I think that's all our learning about Recon text for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.